Michael Sheen in the 195.
Folks, it looks like what we're going to do, roll these drivers around the racetrack. We kind of roughed it up. It's still a little bit greasy. As we get the lights blinking, we're going to go green this time off of 4. Top 8 passing points directly to the main event. Everybody else going to run a B. We take the top 6 out of each B, and then we go 20 in the feature. Big A, we go in green off of 4. Take us away, brother.
G.W. Egbert going to bring another great flag. We're underway as they head down to turn number 1. On the outside of 64, Ekstrom, he's going to lead down the back straightaway, headed to turn number 3, followed by the 717 of G.W. Egbert. The 1 car of Jake King up to 3rd. The 5-star Brandon Taylor going to take over the 3rd spot, fighting back on the outside, the 717 of G.W. Egbert. Side by side in 1 and 2. Egbert going to take the lead, going down the back straightaway in the 717. Smoke coming from the 1 car of Jake King.
A little bit slip slide away there, Big A in the back of the pack. We're 3 wide coming off of 4, but back out front. I told you it almost didn't seem right starting G-Dub on the inside of that front row. Look at the race for second, though.
Good race between the 64 Brad Ekstrom and the 5W Brandon Taylor. 4th place is the 1 of Jake King. 5th is the 22 of Richard Brownlee. But still out front, your leader, the 717 of G.W. Egbert. Halfway this time by.
4 laps down, ding, 4 laps to go. They're still 3 wide for dead last off of turn number 4. That's some of that side-by-side, wheel-to-wheel iStock racing we were talking about just a minute ago.
Yeah, I don't think that's what those guys had in mind, though.
Yeah, not for that position necessarily.
But out front, still your leader, the 717 G.W. Egbert, followed by the 64 Brad Ekstrom, and 3rd 5-star Brandon Taylor, and the 1 of Jake King has come into 2 laps to go. This time by 2 laps to go. Those top 3 cars have checked out from the rest of the field. One more time around for the 717 of G.W. Egbert. Still a good battle for 4th as they go into turn number 1. Out of 4, heat race number 1 winner, the 717 G.W. Egbert. In 2nd, 64 Brad Ekstrom. Oh, our 3rd place car. He's slow, but he's going to take over 3rd. In the 3rd spot, the 5-star Brandon Taylor.
All right, our second iStock heat race rolling up onto the Speedway. Front side looks like to be the 35 of Jason Riddle to his outside 116, Damon Hammond. In row 2 will be the 8 of Levi Hodges. And the 7 of Brent Cargill. In row 3, the 070 Dennis Bissonette, and the 99 XXX of Stephen Arbaugh. Then we'll have the 64 Kerry White, 82 Eric Stuber, 35 Jason Riddle bringing them down the back straightaway into turn 3. Kevin Fry, our flagman, looking the field over. Green flag waves, run away. The 116 of Damon Hammond with a good lead down the front straightaway into turn 1. 3 wide out of 2. Oh, Arbaugh the meat and the sandwich. They go down the back straightaway. Out front it is the 116. Damon Hammond, your leader in turn 3, followed by the 7 of Brent Cargill. Then it's 35. Jason Riddle battled with the 99 XXX of Stephen Arbaugh. With 1 lap in the books, 116, Damon Hammond, your leader out of turn 2 over the 7 of Brent Cargill. The 99 XXX, Stephen Arbaugh in the 3rd spot. 4th, 35, Jason Riddle. Hammond, your leader down the front straightaway and into turn 1. Being chased by that 7 of Brent Cargill. The 99 Triple X of Stephen Orbaugh and the 35 Jason Riddle. Orbaugh going to take a peek under the 7 of Cargill as they go down the back straightaway. He settles back in. Oh, little beating and banging going on here at top 3, and then around goes the 35 Riddle. He gets it back up and he loses ground. The 070 Dennis Bissonette up into the 4th spot. Out front is still the 116 of Damon Hammond. Your leader out of turn 2, followed by the 99 Triple X, Stephen Orbaugh. Orbaugh up on the back bumper of Hammond as they work their way through 3 and 4 and off onto the front straightaway once again. Halfway through, this time by Orbaugh. With a good run out of 2, he's going to take a peek under the 116 of Hammond down the back straightaway. He can't get there. He drives it in deep. Little contact. Hammond continues to lead on to the front straightaway with Orbaugh all in his hip pocket. The 070 of Bissonette up to 3rd with a big push out of 2. The 7 of Cargill trying to come back under him. Hammond pulling away from Orbaugh as they go into 3. Two to go this time by 116. Damon Hammond continues to lead. Drop a blanket over the top 3 as they go to the back straightaway and in turn 3. White flag waves. The 070 Bissonette underneath the 99 Triple X Orbaugh for that second spot as they go to the back straightaway. 116 Damon Hammond, your leader into 3. Cruising out of 4 onto the front straightaway and at the flag. Your winner, Damon Hammond. Second to go, the 99 Triple X Stephen Orbaugh. Third, 070 Dennis Bissonette. And in the 4th spot, 7 Brent Cargill.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Bissonette kind of coming out of nowhere there. A big slider into turn number 1. Big A, no wonder these are your favorite group of guys, man. That's some heck of a heat race right there, brother.
It's only going to get better through the night.
Rolling out next, ladies and gentlemen, heat race number 3. Driving the 71 machine this evening. Out of those B mains and tag them onto the back of the A main. So we're going to have 20 cars later on going for the Triton Metalworks Trophy. We are going green, this time off of 4. iStock Heat Race number 3 underway. And they are wheel-to-wheel down the front stretch into turn number 1. The 313 of Austin Smith on the outside. Gets around Ronnie Christopher off of turn number 2. We got them bunched up there in the back. Looks like Ludwig and Blackwood getting together. They're door-to-door down the back stretch into turn number 3. Side by side for the top spot coming off of 4. Looks like Smith going to lead lap number 1. Christopher in second spot. Davis is third. Back down into turn number 1. The 313 of Austin Smith still out in front in iStock Heat Race number 3. You see a little dab of brake there from Christopher in the 71K as the car maybe get a little bit snug. You see it again there trying to get in, get the car set up, dabs the brakes, and that just lets Austin Smith pull away a little bit down the front stretch back into turn number 1. 2 laps in the books. Oh, the 87 machine there tagging the wall. That's Ashley Reagan scraping the front stretch wall with the right rear. And she's going to lose 1-2 spots, slip back to 6th on the racetrack, make it 7th on the racetrack. Here in heat race number 3, Smith leads 1 more lap, 3 down, 5 to go. Christopher in second, Davis is third. Dean Abbey right now rounds out the 4th spot. Lewis Blackwood rounding out the top 5. Seems like those top 5 cars, gentlemen, have really stretched away from the rest of the field just a little bit. We're coming halfway home, Dink. About a 4-car length advantage for Smith down the front stretch.
That's right, Dick. I tell you, the 71 back there of Abbey, I can't believe he hasn't made a move.
You know, Dean Abbey usually driving the 26 Sniper speed car here in the iStock division. Anything Abbey on the name of it is kind of like having an Egbert in the car. You got to watch out for those Abbey boys. And Dean, like you said, struggling right now. Sitting in the 4th spot. Big A, what do you think it's going to take for Abbey to get up there and make some progress?
He's just going to have to find a different line than what the other guys are doing. The track still hasn't come in yet.
It really hasn't come around. It's still a little bit greasy. You can see Abbey slinging the 71Z as we come to 2 to go for your leader, Austin Smith. Now we're getting a little bit of contact there with Davis. Davis hanging on to that 3rd spot. That's J.D. Davis in the 62. Right there on the rear bumper through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch once again, ladies and gentlemen, your leader, Austin Smith, going to be looking at the white rag. 1 more to go for the 313. The 71K of Ronnie Christopher in second spot, and then it's almost a straightaway back to J.D. Davis. That's a good three-car battle for third. Down the backstretch for the final time, Mr. Dink, Big A, we're going to round out heat race number 3 for the IMCA stock cars, and it looks like the win going to go to the 313 of Austin Smith, and Christopher going to be second. Third spot almost going away. It's going to be Davis there in third. Blackwood sneaks by for fourth, and Dean Abbey, guys, going to round out the top 5. Not normally something we would see from Dean, though.
Well, that's a new car to Dean, so, I mean, you know.
Very true, and it's just like putting on a new pair of jeans sometimes. You got to work into it.
That's right. They just don't feel right off the bat.
That's right. Exactly right. So, Big A, looks like we got heat race number 4 rolling out, brother. Who we got on tap?
70 front row pose. Caution lights out. Going to go green this next time by. A 70 of George Egbert leading the pace. Out of turn 4, green flag waving, heat race number 4 underway. Out to an early advantage, the 70 of George Egbert, followed by the 63, Andy Roller. Here comes the 88 of Blake Clark. The 7X of Brian Shute up to third. A little beating and banging going on at the back of the field. But out front still your leader, the 70 of George Egbert, followed by the 63 of Andy Roller, and in third, the 7X of Brian Shute at your top 3. Four up, and we've got 4 laps to go. Halfway this time by. Your leader, the 70 of George George Egbert. Good battle for 4th and 5th between the 88 of Blake Clark and the 121 of Roman Garcia. As we're coming to 2 laps to go, this time by 2 to go for the 70 of George Egbert. And the 63 of Andy Roller. One more time around for the 70 of George Egbert as he's fixing to catch lap cars. Lap cars could play a difference in the outcome of this race, but they're in 3 and 4. Out of 4, taking the win, the 70 of George Egbert. Second, the 63 of Andy Roller. And third, the 7X of Brian Shute. That'll do it for iStocks. Next up is Sportmods.
Biggest class of the night, gentlemen. The Southern Sportmods here.
The 95K PJ Kingray bringing them to the green. Kevin Fry looking the field over. Here we go. The 5 of Michael Dabney going to lead them out of turn 2, followed by the 11R Trevor Rainey. Then it'll be the 9B of Billy Burt in the third spot. 43B Billy Brighton up to 4th. 2 around over out of turn 2. 39T Tony Huckabee. And our pole sitter of the 95K, PJ Kingray, up against the tractor tire over there out of turn 2.
Getting ready to give us the call for Southern Sportmod Heat Race number 1. We've already had one take at it, Mr. Dink. We're going to try it again.
That's it, Dick. Again, it'd be the 5 of Michael Dabney going to bring him to the green this time. Green flag waves. And the 4J, Joseph Dormas with a good run out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. He's going to lead him out of 2 down the back straightaway. Dormas leading him out of 4 and down the front straightaway at the flag stand. Over the 41T of James Craig. Then it'd be the D7 David Balfe up to 3rd. 43B Billy Bryan on the move. He's underneath the 5 of Michael Dabney. Looking for the 4 spot. Settles back in. Out front 4J Joseph Dormas. Your leader out of turn 4. D7 David Balfe up into the 2nd spot. 41T of James Craig back to 3rd. Dabney trying to find a way back around to 41T. Craig can't do that for that 3rd spot. Settles back in. The D7 of David Balfe trying to reel into 4J of Joseph Dormas as they go down the front straight away. And that's the flag stand. 43B Billy Bryan on the outside looking in, trying to find a way around. Craig with a bit of a problem with the 5 of Dabney up to 3rd as they come out of turn 2, bringing the 43B of Bryan with him. D7 David Balfe looking underneath the 4J of Dormas out of turn 4. Halfway through this time by. Balfe looking low once again underneath the 4J of Dormas. Dormas with a good run out of 2. Balfe on that low line. Side by side into turn 3 they go. Balfe will be your new leader. Well, maybe a crossover by Dormas as they had a little contact there. Balfe will be your leader. D7 David Balfe going to lead him through 1 and 2 and off on the back straightaway over the 4J of Joseph Dormas in the 5. Michael Dabney with a good run. He's underneath Dormas for that 2nd spot as they go into 3. Lap traffic coming into play out of 4. 2 to go this time by. Quite a battle going off that 2nd spot. Dormas bounces off the outside wall. White flag waves. Still quite a battle going up that 2nd spot. Dabney up to that 2nd spot. Problems with the 4J of Dormas. He's off the pace in turn 2. At the flag, your winner, David Balfe. Says go to the 5, Michael Dabney. 3rd, 41T, James Craig. 4th, 43B, Billy Bryan. And in the 5th spot, 39T, Tony Huckabee.
Tough break there, Dink, for Joseph Dormas. A flat right rear tire as we go into turn number 1. Good racing. I'll tell you what, some no-holds-barred type stuff going on this evening.
Well, Nick, he bounced it off the outside wall going down the back straightaway when they're trying to pass lap traffic a while ago, so that didn't help him at all.
Now, that would have done it, definitely. That can't make the number out on the car. Looks like the 47 of Justin Hostler and the 24T of Tyler Bragg. We are going green flag off of turn number 4, back down into turn number 1, and Abby going to try to take over the lead. It's not going to be enough to hang on to. Neubauer gets around on the outside. Drag race down the backstretch into turn number 3, gentlemen. Neubauer going to be your leader. Abby in 2nd spot. Look at the old dog, Sid Kippen, the kid, in 3rd spot as we complete lap number 1. Pretty much single file already down the front boulevard. Into turn number 1, it's still Neubauer, Abby, Kippen, the top 3, and then Shepard and Honish round out the top 5. Cody Leonard looking to the inside of the 66K of Kobe Adams through turns 3 and 4. Leonard got the 12L machine, right now sitting in the 7th position on the racetrack, trying to challenge up and take over some spots and crack the top 5. Good battle down the front stretch, ladies and gentlemen, into turn number 1. Dean Abbey down into the first corner. Oh, and Neubauer going to hang it out to dry on the top of the racetrack, going to go all the way around in turn number 2. And Neubauer had led one of the opening circuits, goes from first to worst in one set of corners. Halfway home, 4 down and 4 to go here in heat race number 2 for the Southern Sportmods, and it is now Abbey out front, Kippen in 2nd, Shepard is 3rd. Honish in 4th, and Adams now rounds out the top 5. 5 complete and 3 to go that time around. A good battle for the 2nd spot. Your leader, Dean Abbey, looking like a little more in form, has laid the keys on the front desk and checked out on the rest of the field. About a straightaway advantage over 2nd spot. 2 to go this time by for the 26 of Dean Abbey. The tightest battle on the racetrack, probably the one for second spot. Problems for Austin Neubauer, excuse me, in the 23A. It looks like Neubauer may have found some of that concrete. The car, a center link probably broken. You see the damage there on the right-hand side as we take the white flag. 1 to go for Dean Abbey. Yeah, that looks pretty good there on the 23A machine. Neubauer going to have to limp it off the racetrack. Meanwhile, back out front off turn 4 for the final time. The Lone Star gun away with the 26 of Dean Abbey. Second spot going to be Sid Kiffin. Jeff Shepard will be third. James Honish, Jackpot in the 777 Special, going to be fourth. And Cody Leonard going to round out the top 5.
GW Egbert. And to the outside, 17A, Aaron Alley. 29, Wesley McNorton. The 8J, John White Jr. And the 114 of Kevin Ward. Green flag waves, 1 to wait. Walt in the 51W lead him down the back straightaway over the 68 of Brandon Watson. Cars together over in turn 4. That's the 15 of Jubal Dudley and the 717 of GW Egbert. $17A Aaron Alley to his outside. 29 Wesley McNorton. 8J John White Jr. 717 GW Egbert and the 114 of Kevin Ward. And the green flag waves. Side by side into 1, they going out of 2. It's going to be the 25 with the advantage. Terry Owen, your leader into 3 over the 51W, Tom Wolf. Then 17A Aaron Alley in the 3rd spot. A little contact there with the 68 of Brandon Watson. 8J John White Jr. up to 4th. 1 lap in the books. 25 Terry Owen, your leader down the back straightaway with the 51W of Tom Wolf. 17A Aaron Alley all over the back bumper of him. They going 3. Caution on the speedway. Got debris right in the middle of turn 4. And looks like maybe a muffler. Someone's going to be in trouble here. .25 Terry Owen, your leader, looking for the green flag. Right here. Owen lead him into 1 once again. 17A of Alley up to 2nd, bringing the 717 of Egbert with him up to 3rd. Tom Walt with problems off into the infield. Alley taking a look underneath the 25 Owens. They go into 3. Owen continues to lead down the front straightaway into 1 over the 17A of Aaron Alley. Then the 717 GW Egbert 3rd. Drop a blanket over all 4 cars there. 68 Brandon Watson battled with the 8J John White Jr. for the 4th spot. Owen continues to lead out of turn 4. 717 Egbert battling with the 17A of Alley for that 2nd and 3rd spot. It's Owen, Egbert, Alley, White, and Watson. 29 Wesley McNorton into the infield halfway through this time by. Around goes 2 cars. The 717 to Egbert, the 25 of Owen. Owen continues on, but he loses spots. We'll have caution on the speedway. Owen, your leader. Green flag waves. We're back underway. Owen leading them into 1, but he's got a bumper for the 8J John White Jr. 17A Aaron Alley. White up to 2nd, looking for more as they go down the back straightaway in 3. Out of turn 4, side by side. 8J John White Jr. your leader this time by. White with a big push, but he holds on to the lead out of turn 2. The 17A, Aaron Alley trying to find a way around the 25 of Terry Owen. 68, Brandon Watson in the third spot. That would be the fourth spot for the 68 of Brandon Watson. Oh, contact once again between the 25 of the 17 and the 68. 2 to go this time by, being shown to the 8J, John White Jr.
Debris all over turn 3.
And it looks like the body finally decided to let loose on the 25 of Terry Owens over in turn 3. And we'll get all the body pieces picked up off the 25 of Terry Owen and finish this one out. It's 8J, John White Jr. leader, 17A, Aaron Alley second. And green flag waves. We're back underway. White going to lead him into turn 1, followed by the 68 of Brandon Boston up to the second spot. 17A Alley back to third. 717 Egbert fourth. White flag waves this time by. White leading him into 3, working his way through 4. On to the front straightaway and at the flag, your winner, John White Jr., followed by the 68, Brandon Watson, 17A, Aaron Alley, 717, GW Egbert, and 114, Kevin Ward.
And the 43, 41T. This is the 41T. We're underway. '73 Peyton Zingrat, and we're underway. '91 is Kyle Wisdom. A good battle for the lead up front between the 50 of White and the 06 of Torres. Around goes the 40, the 43. Bringing out the caution. Caution for the 43 of Blaine Shives. Caution lights out. We're back underway. Your leader of the 50 of Brandon White, followed by the 06 of Steven Torres. Then in third, the P74, Ryan Powers, and the 73. Peyton Zingrat. Halfway this time by. Around goes the 91. Caution. Caution.
A
lot of fluid setting around in turns 3, around turn 3. Kyle Wisdom in the 91. Caution lights out. Green flag waving. We're back underway. Halfway this time by the 50 of Brandon White, still your leader, followed by the 06 of Steven Torres, and then the P74. Ryan Powers in the 73 of Peyton Zingrat. Two laps to go this time by. Good battle heating up front. Torres looking on the low line as they go into turn number 1. Torres low, but out front. Extending his lead, the 50 of White. White with the push, leaving the door open for the 06 of Torres. There's 1 lap to go this time by. It's White, Torres, Powers, Zingrat, your top 4 as they go in turns 3. Out of 4, coming to the flag, taking the win, the 50 of Brandon White. In second, the 06 of Steven Torres. Third, P74, Ryan Powers. And fourth, 73, Peyton Zingrat.
Two good runs in that heat race, guys. I want to mention again, TRC Racing Chassis. Lonnie Richardson in the group got a good car underneath his drivers, and another good run for Ryan Powers. Like I haven't seen Ryan in anything other than a car with fenders on it. Good to see him out here. He won is Kyle Wisdom.
71C.
And outside of Kyle, it'll be the 71C of Charles Garza. The 66 car inside row 3 going to be driven by Robert Scrivener.
99.
And the 99 car outside will be Daryl Franklin. 13 car is going to be Andy Hurley. And the 11W is Kirk Williams. We are green with heat race number 5. Look at the run for the 1 to 753 of Jack Franklin out in front. Franklin going to lead the field down the backstretch into turn 3. Your pole sitter, the 81 of Kevin Manning. Trying to look to the outside. It's not going to be enough. Franklin going to lead lap number 1. Manning in second. Third spot, the 71C of Charles Garza. Garza now doing battle with Robert Scrivener. Scrivener driving the 66 IRP Racing chassis owned by Johnny Torres. Torres handing the wheel and duties off to Robert Scrivener this weekend, and Scrivener puts the 66 machine, the all-in design sponsored IRP chassis, up to third now. 2 laps complete, that time by Franklin, about to come under fire from Manning as we come into turn number 3. Manning looks to the outside of the top of the racetrack, right up alongside the wall, and Kevin Manning going to lead lap number 3. Franklin back to second spot. Scrivener is third. Garza right now sitting in the 4th position, and the top 5 rounded out by the 91 of Kyle Wisdom. Good runs for everybody down the backstretch. We're coming halfway home this time. 4 down and 4 to go. For your leader, the 81, your pole sitter, Kevin Manning. A good battle for second spot. Scrivener going to get around the outside of Franklin off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch once again into turn 3. Scrivener letting the 66 machine slide almost all the way up to the wall. We've got 5 down, 3 to go this time around. Once again down the front boulevard into turn number 1. Manning still your leader down the backstretch. Into turn 3 once again, should be coming to 2 to go this time around. 6 complete and 2 to go for Kevin Manning. Scrivener still in second spot. Franklin still rounding out the top 3. 4th spot still belongs to Garza. And then it's the 91 of Kyle Wisdom rounding out the top 5. The white flag going to be out this time by 1 more lap to go. Once again down the front boulevard here at Kennedale Speedway Park, the line has moved, folks, from maybe the middle of the corner to right up alongside the wall now. You see the track starting to slick off. The entrances there in turn 1 and 3. The Lone Star going away for the final time in Sportmod heat race competition. The win going to go to Kevin Manning. Second spot, the 66 of Robert Scrivener. Third, the 753 of Jack Franklin. Then it's Charles Garza in fourth. And rounding out the top 5, the 91, will be Kevin Wisdom.
And to the outside, 5H, Lance Hanson Jr. in row 4, 14, Walter Hamilton. And the 17 of Chance Morris, bringing up the rear to 28, Dustin Sprouse. Green flag waves, we're underway. The 26 will Leroy Bernard, going to lead them down the back straightaway, followed by the 83F of Junior McCall. 72 around in front of the field. Everyone's going to clear. He keeps that car moving, will stay green. One lap of the books, 26 Leroy Bernard, your leader halfway down the back straightaway over the 83F of Junior McCall. Then it's the 222 of Jamie Herring and the 14 of Walter Hamilton up into the fourth spot. Behind Hamilton is the 5H Lance Hanson Jr., 28 Dustin Sprouse, 17 Chance Morris, and the 72 of Justin Lemons, as well as the 62C of Michael Cantrell. Bernard, your leader, down the front straightaway and at the flag stand over the 83F of McCall. Then it's 222 Herring. Quite a battle going on now between the 5H Lance Hanson Jr. and the 14 of Walter Hamilton. Five H of Hanson moved up to the high line. He's trying to find a way around. Halfway through this time by. Bernard continues to lead out of turn 2 over the 83F of McCall. 222 Herring third. 5H Hanson in the fourth spot. 28 Dustin Sprouse around the 14 of Walter Hamilton for the fifth spot. Hamilton coming back on the outside. Out front still your leader, 26, Leroy Bernard out of turn 2. 222, Jamie Herring trying to find a way around the 83F of Junior McCall. He settles in down the back straightaway. 5H Lance Hanson Jr. now to his outside. 2 to go this time by. Herring with a big push, loses ground. The 14 of Hamilton up to third. They go into turn 1. White flag waves one more time around for your leader, 26, Leroy Bernard. Hamilton climbing over the track tire, turn 1, looking for second. He settles back in halfway down the back straightaway. He's battling with that 83F of McCall for that spot. At the flag, your winner, Leroy Bernard. Second go to the 83F, Junior McCall. Third, 14, Walter Hamilton. Fourth, 222, Jamie Herring.
Heat race number 2 is underway. Out front to early lead, the 151 of Tommy Williams Jr., followed by the 4X of Cody Foster. Here comes the 15 of Coy Pennington. Pennington on the outside. Pennington going to take over the second spot as they go down to turn number 1. 3 wide for third. Here goes the 18X of Jeff. Oh, hard contact between the 4X and the 15. Here comes the 55D of Dumas. But up to second is the 18X of Hauser. Out front, your leader, the 151 of Tommy Williams Jr. Up to fourth, the 04 Cameron Cook in that big body. It's Williams, Hauser, Powers, your top 3. Halfway this time by. Powers trying to work that high side, and 1 and 2. He gets a good run off of 2 down the back straightaway, side by side for second as going to turn number 3. Hauser on the low line, Powers on the outside. 2 laps to go. This time by with a 151 of Tommy Williams Jr. Up to second, the R12 of Ryan Powers. Here comes the 04 Cameron Cook on the back door of the 18X of Hauser. One more time around for the 151 of Tommy Williams Jr. Cook trying to take over the third spot as they go into 1 and 2. Side by side with Hauser down the back straightaway. But out of 4, taking the win, the 151 of Tommy Williams Jr. In second, the R12 of Ryan Powers. And third, the 04 of Cameron Cook. Caution lights out. Flagman looking them over. Heat race number 3 is underway. Dean Abbey out to the early lead lap number 1. A little beating and banging behind him in the 010 with the 010 and the 27. Dustin Choate in the 62 in second, followed by the 27 of Blake Clark. 41 of Casey of Danny Merle up to 4th. Merle, he's on the move. He's trying to take over the 3rd spot from Clark. Halfway this time by, but out front, your leader, the 77 of Dean Abbey. It's Abbey, Choate, Clark, Merle, Holder, your top 5. Clark going to take over the 2nd spot as they go to turn number 1. But out front, Abbey opening up a big lead over 2nd. As they come to 2 laps to go, this time by 2 to go. Oh, the 010 of Pritchett and the 41 of Merrill together on down the back straightaway, but they keep it going. One more time around for the 77 of Dean Abbey. The 41 of Merrill and the 010 of Pritchett together on the front straightaway. Out of 4, taking the win, the 77 of Dean Abbey. Second, the 27, Blake Clark. And third, 62 of Dustin Choate. This could get interesting down the front straightaway. The 010 and the 41. Bryce Pritchett and Danny Merrill.
The 51W of Blake Worm going to be in the side row 4, and he'll be alongside the 110 of Robert Barber. Lights are out, folks. We are going to be going green this time off of 4, I do believe. 5th and final factory stock, 4th factory stock heat race underway. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway, already halfway down the backstretch. Your leader, the 11W of Calvin Williams. Second spot, the 07 of West Millioran right now. 2, 3 wide, almost off of turn 4. That is for 5th on the racetrack. Jason Cook in the 504X and the 84. Doing battle down the back straightaway. Give the spot to Cook as we come into turn number 3. Your leader still Calvin Williams in the 11W. Millioran in second. Manning in the third spot in the 96 machine. That's your podium right now. Once again, top 8 in passing points. Going to be going on directly to the main event this evening. 3 laps down this time by 5 laps to go in factory stock heat race number 4. We work through turns 1 and 2. Once again, your leader, Manning, out front by about a half a straightaway over Millioran in the second spot. Excuse me, that's Williams out front, not Manning as we come halfway home, folks. 4 down and 4 to go. Calvin Williams showing him the way right now in the 11W machine. A good battle shaping up for the 4th spot as now Jason Cook looks to the inside of turns 1 and 2. We're going to complete lap number 5 this time around with Williams once again on point. Millioran in second spot. Manning is third. A good battle between the 21R and the 504X. 21R, I believe, is Jimmy Gore. And then Jason Cook in the 504X. We come to 2 to go this time around. They're still side by side for 4th spot. Out of turn number 4, Cook on the bottom of the racetrack. Gore up top going into turn number 1. Another good battle between Millioran and Manning for the second position. A straightaway advantage for Calvin Williams in the 11W machine. White flag going to be out this time by 1 more lap to go for Williams. Little bump and rub going on there off of turn number 4. I don't see anything wrong with a little bit of bump and grind as it is now a 3-car battle for the 4th spot on the racetrack. Nearly 3 wide off of turn number 2. The win is definitely going to go to the 11W. Mr. Calvin Williams going to sew that one up nice and tight. Oh, and Manning goes around in turn number 4. Millioran will take second. Gore going to hang on for the 3rd spot. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Heartbreak Hotel for the 96 of Devin Manning. A tough break for the drive of the 96M machine. But the win going to the 11W, Calvin Williams. Second spot, the 07 of West Millioran. And rounding out the top 3, the 21R of Mr. Jimmy Gore.
7G, David Good Sr. 97, Charlie Timmy. 54, Cody Shoemaker. The 11, Matt Martin. 50, Matt Gilliam. 5, Ronnie Bell. In heat race number 1. Charlie Timmy, your leader in the 97J, out front as they go into turns 1 and 2. Ronnie Bell with a good move down the end of turn. Problems with the 87. He's going to pull in the infield, but out front, your leader, the 97J, Charlie Timmy. In second, the 11, Matt Martin, followed by the 50 of Matt Gilliam. It's Timmy, Martin, Gilliam, Shoemaker, your top 4. Halfway this time by. Charlie Timmy still out front, your leader in the 97J, followed by the 11, Matt Martin, and the 50, Matt Gilliam in 4th, the 54, Cody Shoemaker in 5th, the 95, Ronnie Bell, then the 7G, David Good Sr., and the 38, Billy Gatlin, rounding out the field with 2 laps to go, this time by. Martin closing the gap on the leader as they go down the back straightaway down to turn number 3. Martin pitches it in deep. Drag race down the front straightaway with 1 lap to go this time by. Martin on the low line. Timmy on the outside, down the back straightaway, headed to turn number 3. Timmy with the advantage. Coming out of 4, taking the win. Too close to call for the announcer. Taking the win, the 11 of Matt Martin. In second, the 97J, Charlie Timmy. And in third, the 50 of Matt Gilliam.
And is outside into 48R, Raymond McSpadden. And then the 76 of Archie Witt. And the 37H, Garrett Higgins. 21 Joe Gomez bringing them to the green right here. Green flag waves, run away. The 52 of John Gober with the advantage into turn 1. He's going to lead them out of 2. On the move will be the 12 up into the second spot. Cody Leonard in that second spot. Gomez in the 21 third. 3 wide down the back shoulder with that. 1 lap in the hooks. 52 John Gober going to lead them out of 2. Followed by the 12 of Cody Leonard. And cars together in turns 1 and 2. It's Gober, Leonard, and McSpadden, your top 3. Caution lights out. Green flag waves. We're back underway. Gober leading them into turn 1. And out of 2 down the back shoulder where they go over the 12 of Cody Leonard. Then it's the 48R of Raymond McSpadden in the third spot. 21 Joe Gomez battling with the 37H Garrett Higgins for third. Check that fourth. Gober with the lead down the front straightaway and into turn 1. The car stretched out to single file. 52 Gober, your leader, halfway down the back straightaway over the 12 of Cody Leonard. Then it's 48R Raymond McSpadden, 38-7H Garrett Higgins in the fourth spot. Fifth, 21 Joe Gomez. And it's 77 Richard Brown and 8-11 Brent Gilliam rounding out the field. 21 Gomez off the pace on the front straightaway. 52 John Gober, your leader through turns 3 and 4 and off on the front straightaway halfway through this time by. Gober continued to lead down the back straightaway over the 12 of Cody Leonard to 48R Raymond McSpadden third, 37H Garrett Higgins fourth, and it's 77 Richard Brown and 8-11 Brent Gilliam in tow. The 12 Cody Leonard moved all the way up to the outside wall in turn 1, trying to make ground on the 52 John Gober. Gober working his way out of turn 4, looking at 2 to go this time by. Running order unchanged. They work their way through 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Your leader, 52 John Gober, looks at the white flag this time by. Gober halfway down the back straightaway and into turn 3, your leader. Working his way through 3 and 4 on the front straightaway and at the flag, your winner, John Gober. Second to go the 12, Cody Leonard. Third, 48R, Raymond McSpadden. Fourth, 37H, Garrett Higgins. And 77, Richard Brown.
Beck leading the pace on heat race number 3 for the IMCA modified. Caution lights out. Yeah, we're not going to have a no start. No start. Flagman didn't like the way that looked coming off of 4.
Boy, and that was almost 4 wide before we ever got started there.
Yeah, everybody's antsy on this race. Trying to win it on lap 1.
You can't do that, but they're trying.
Try it again. Much better. We're underway. good hard hit between the 03 of Hathcock and the 1 of Patterson. Both of the cars keep going. Patterson's going to take his to the infield. But out front, your leader, the 60 of William Gould. William Gould, your leader in the 60, followed by the 4S of Michael Slavek, and a good battle for fourth between the 61 of Bubba Abels and the 6B. The 6B going to stall up at the top of turn 1. Problems with the 6B of Billy Lindsay bringing out the caution. Caution for the 6B of Billy Lindsay setting at the top of turn number 1. Gould from Calera, Oklahoma setting the pace. We're back underway. Bubba Abels with a good start. He's going to take over the second spot. Adams and Hathcock making contact down there. But out front still your leader, the 60 of William Gould, followed by the 61 of Bubba Abels. And we're going to the halfway mark. 4 laps to go this heat race. Top 2 cars are trying to check out, but the 03 of Mike Hathcock slow off the pace. He's going to try to make it to the infield. He does. We stay green. The 7-11 of Larry Adams made contact with the tire, but we stay green. 2 laps to go this time by. Their running order is the 60 of William Gould, followed by the 61 of Bubba Abels, and the 4S of Michael Slavek. One more time around for the 60 of William Gould. Into 3 and 4. Coming out of 4, taking the win, the 60 of William Gould. And second, the 61 of Bubba Abels. And third, the 4S of Michael Slavek. We'll turn the mic over to Nick Robbins for heat race number 4.
Will be Daryl Campbell. Daryl going to be starting shotgun in row number 4, the final modified heat race of the night. 7 cars the field, 8 laps the distance. Joe Andrews going to turn him loose off of turn 4, and we are underway. Bragg leads the field down into turn number 1. Look at J.P. Dow already working the bottom side of the racetrack, going to take over the second spot as we come off of turn number 2. Johnson back into third spot. I think you might be right there, Big A. We're going to be watching up front. Chris Bragg and J.P. Dow probably going to be the class of this one as we go down the front stretch once again. 1 lap in the books and 7 to go. Bragg with about 3 car lengths over Dow as we come into turn number 3. The 24B machine down the front stretch once again off of 4, leads lap number 2. Dow in second. They're 3 wide off of turn 4. Gomez, the meat of that sandwich, going to take over the 4th spot down the front stretch into turn number 1. We've got debris here on the front straightaway, Big A. Thank you very much, brother. Looks like it may have come off of Gomez's car. Looks like we're going to keep it rolling. It's a piece of plastic trim. They're going to kick it up 1 time. And now the yellow flag going to come out to the raceway. So we are going to get a caution, folks, for the debris there on the front stretch. I think it's come off the 56 machine of Gomez. That'd be 5 right now, rounded out with the 5 car of Alex Anders. And then the 23 of Michael Powers, rounding out the field in 6th position. Lights are out. We're going to go green this time off of turn number 4. Green flag's back out. We are back underway. Bragg, once again, the 24B leads us down the front boulevard into turn number 1. J.P. Dowell in second spot. right there on the tail tank as we go through turns 1 and 2. Bragg gaps it out to about a car length and a half coming into turn number 3. A good run for Dow into that third corner. Halfway home, ladies and gentlemen. 4 down and 4 more times around here at Kennedale Speedway Park. Still Bragg out in front. Dowell in second. Johnson is third, and Campbell in fourth. One more time. Oh, that was almost bad. Everybody getting on the binders hard, gets the car woed up. That's the 8 car of Ronnie Johnson going around. And looks like the other 2 Big A getting on the binders in time to avoid contact there. It's the 5 car, looks like. Race number 4, Bragg been leading every single lap. We did cross the halfway mark. I believe we're going back to number 4. So it'll be 4 down and 4 to go. And we should turn them loose. Joe Andrews going to look them over. We're going to get the green flag this time out. We are back underway. And look at J.P. Dow immediately to the outside of turn number 1. Going to try to cross over, get down under Bragg down the backstretch. I tell you what, Chris Bragg playing smart right now. Has got that bottom line protected off of the exit of turn number 2. And Dowell just can't get down there on the bottom. I tell you what, though, Big A, look at Campbell on the outside of the racetrack, right up around the wall. If he can get a good run, those 2 guys slicing and dicing on the bottom, Darrell might be in this thing.
He's trying to make it work, but he's losing ground.
2 laps to go this time around, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more laps for Chris Bragg. If he had a rear view mirror, it would be full of 715 machine. J.P. Dow trying every move in the book. Going to look to the inside once again off a turner before the white flag comes out. J.P. Dow with 2 more shots to get the McGuire Trucking sponsored number 715 machine around the 24B and take the win here in heat race number 4 for the IMCA Modifieds. One more look to the outside. It's going to come down to the wire. Dow with a great move off the outside. It's going to be J.P. Dow taking the win in heat race number 4. Chris Bragg in second, and Darrell Campbell going to round them out the top 3, that is. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the man out of Killeen, Texas. The 715 around the outside made it work. J.P. Dowell with the win in heat race number 4. Chris Bragg in second spot. And Darrell Campbell rounding out the podium. At this time,
B17. The 28, Ashley Reagan. The 82, we're underway for B main number 1. Laps for each B main. Taking top 6. Out front, your leader, the 07D of Dennis Bissonette. Problem go around goes the 67 of Todd Ludwig and got him stacked up in turn 2. The 22T of Tyler Muirhead and the 121 bringing out the caution. Roman Garcia. Transfer spot. Caution lights out. We're back underway. Around goes the 67 of Todd Ludwig in turn 4, but he's going to get it going. Take it to the infield. Out front, your leader, the 07D of Dennis Bissonette, but he's getting pressured by the 7. Brent Cargill in the 7, putting the pressure on the leader as they go down to turn number 1. And a good battle behind them after that. Cargill on the back bumper of the 070 of Dennis Bissonette as we go turn number 4. It's Bissonette, Cargill, Hodges, Christopher, White, Riddle. Riddle now in your last transfer spot. And here comes the 22T of Tyler Muirhead. Muirhead's going to take over the last transfer spot. Halfway this time by. The 22T, he's on the move. But out front, your leader, the 07D of Dennis Bissonette. Muirhead's trying to take over the 4th spot away from Christopher. He's going to take it. There comes Christopher fighting back on the outside. A good battle for 4th between the 22T of Muirhead and the 71K. Christopher as they come down the front straightaway out of turn number 4, but it's going to be Muirhead. Muirhead over the 4th spot. In 6th and final transfer spot, the 64, Kerry White. Around goes to the 82 in front of the leaders. Oh, watch him. They're going to clear him. He takes it to the infield. Muirhead trying to take over the 3rd spot from Hodges as we got 2 laps to go this time by. 2 to go this time by. Muirhead looking for more. Muirhead trying to take over the 2nd spot. 3 wide down the back straightaway. One more time around for the 07D of Dennis Bissonette. Here comes the 22T of Tyler Muirhead. He's going to take over the 2nd spot over Cargill. Taking the win, the 07D, Dennis Bissonette. In 2nd, 22T, Tyler Muirhead. 3rd, the 7th, Brent Cargill. 3rd, 8, Levi Hodges. 4th, 71K, Ronnie Christopher. Okay. $64.
Showing them the one to go. We're going to turn the lights off. This time down the back chute. Top 6 to the A main. Brandon Taylor and J.D. Davis, your front row. Going to lead them to the green this time off of 4. 12 laps the distance. Top 6 going to the main event. Here at the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial. The green flag is out. We are underway, and Taylor gets off to a great start in the 5-star. Down to the bottom of turn number 1. Look at Davis on the outside, though. Looks like the middle out of the racetrack may be the line right now, and just as I say that, Brandon Taylor going to make a liar out of me. Got a good run down the backstretch into turn number 3. Taylor looks like he might lead lap number 1. I don't know. Davis going to battle back around on the outside. Good battle for the top spot as we head back into turn number 1. Davis on the outside of that front row there. Still wheel to wheel down the back chute into turn number 3. Everybody clean and green through turns 3 and 4. 2 laps in the books and 10 to go, and Davis that time solidly out in front in the 62 car. Brandon Taylor in 2nd. 3rd spot is Blake Clark in the 88. Here comes Kirk Martin out of 8th all the way up to 3rd. Actually, Martin started 7th. Still a very impressive run in 3 laps. Has picked up 4 spots. Kirk Martin in the 3rd spot. That is a transfer in the 69 machine. The battle still hot and heavy. Hard for the top spot. Davis by half a car down the back chute into turn number 3. Taylor back on the inside of the 5-star machine. Now Kirk Martin going to make it 3 wide off of turn number 4. Martin racing for position right now. The best he can do is 15th. Is trying real hard to get around those next 2 cars and start as best he can in the main event tonight. Meyer deep in the field. will be the best he can do. They're nearly 3 wide once again off of turn number 4. Davis still out front. Taylor in second. Martin is third. Clark in fourth. Fifth spot right now belongs to Dean Abbey. He's doing battle with Bryce Pritchett. Both of those cars in a transfer position. Pritchett with the sixth and final transfer spot. We come back into turn number 3 and 4. Halfway home, 6 down and 6 to go. And Abbey crossing underneath the 21 machine of Pritchett down the front stretch. Back into turn number 1. Dean Abbey now coming under fire from the 22 of Richard Brownlee. So that's going to be where the battle is, ladies and gentlemen. Sixth and final transfer spot. Brownlee now underneath Abbey down the front stretch into turn number 1. Abbey right up around the outside of the racetrack. Going to hang on to that sixth and final transfer spot. The battle for the lead is now 3 cars deep. Davis still out front coming off of turn number 4. Second spot now belongs to Kirk Martin. Martin around the outside of the 5-star car of Brandon Taylor. Door to door through turns 1 and 2. Once again, Kirk Martin on the bottom of the racetrack. They slide up to the wall on the outside of the backstretch. J.D. Davis still your leader. You can see the 69 lurching through 3 and 4. Kirk Martin wheel to wheel off the fourth corner, going to lead lap number 9, I do believe. Kirk Martin going to take the top spot down the front stretch, going to seal the deal off of turn number 2. Should be coming to 2 to go this time around. Indeed, we've got the 88 in turn number 2. That is the 88 of Blake Clark. Tough break for Clark. He had a transfer spot sealed up. Oh, and that is going to bring us caution. The first one here in B main number 2. Caution lights going out this time down the backstretch, ladies and gentlemen. You see over in turn number 3, the lights have gone out. The 1 to go has been shown. We are going to go green. We've got 2 laps left in this B main for the IMCA stock cars. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedale Speedway Park, B main number 2 for the IMCA stock cars back underway. And Taylor going to get around Davis on the initial start there. Down into turn number 1, Taylor up to second spot, Davis back to third. Here comes Dean Abbey now around the outside. White flag going to be in the air this time around. 1 more lap to go for Kirk Martin. Big A said it earlier. You don't see Martin really in a B main ever, let alone mired back this deep in the field. Has worked his way towards the front of this B main, and he's going to be starting, I do believe, 16th, Big A, on the big show tonight. The Lone Star going to wave this time around. Kirk Martin in the 69 going to be your winner. Second spot will be the 5-star Brandon Taylor. Then it's Dean Abbey in third. J.D. Davis fourth. Fifth spot, I do believe, went to the 22 of Richard Brownlee. And I think Bryce Pritchett was your sixth and final. I see a lot of fluid there out of the 21 machine of Pritchett. So we may be doing a pickup.
The first of 3 Sport Mod B mains. Caution light is out. Aaron Austin setting the pace. We're underway. Working that low line, taking the lead early. The 17 of Jeff Shepard over the 17A of Aaron Austin. Austin trying to fight back on the low side, but out front is going to be your leader, the 17 of Shepard. A good battle in the back. 3 wide. Hard contact back in the back. Up to fourth, the 717 of G.W. Egbert. And the 43 of Blaine Shives up to fifth. The 41T of James Craig in third. Craig trying to take over the second spot as they're side by side with Austin as they go into turns 3 and 4. It's Shepard, Austin, Greg, Egbert, and Shives, your top 5. Jeff Shepard out front. He's sitting, opening the gap over second spot. Halfway this time by. Shepard gets around the lap car, no problem. Let's see if the 17A of Austin and the 25 of Owens can do the same. Austin looking low underneath him. He's going to clear him. How about Austin? Owens, he goes the high side. The top five clear him. But out front, still your leader, the 17, no Shepard. Shepard lead is growing bigger. Egbert, the GW Egbert in the 717, trying to take over the third spot of the 41T of Craig. Good side-by-side action for Ford. Craig going to try to take over the second spot in the turn 3. 2 laps to go this time by. 2 laps to go. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Throw the blanket over second. Oh, the 17A of Austin hits the tractor tire, breaks his momentum. He's going to fall out of the transfer spot. 1 lap to go for the 17 of Jeff Shepard. Taking the win, the 17 of Jeff Shepard. Second, 717, GW Egbert. The 43 of Blaine Shives. And taking the last transfer spot, the 41T of James Craig.
Into 5, Michael Dabney setting the pace on our second of 3 Sport Mod B mains. 43B, Billy Brierton to his outside. Green flag waves, right away. The 5 of Dabney going to lead him into 1 and out of 2, followed by the 43B of Billy Brierton. This P74 Ryan Powers, the 114 Kevin Ward, and the 91 of Zach Wisdom, your top 5. One lap in the books. 5, Michael Dabney, your leader out of 2. Once again over the 43B of Briarton. And it's P74 Powers and the 91 of Wisdom. That's your top 4. Bragg in that 24T, trying to make his way up to the top 4. Does so out of turn 4. Dabney up to the outside. Track slinging off quite a bit. Michael Dabney into 5, working his way through 3 and 4 and off onto the front straightaway once again over the 43B of Billy Briarton. And it's P74 Ryan Powers and the 24T of Tyler Bragg. He's got a bumper full of the 91 Zach Wisdom trying to get back up to the top 4. Top 4 transfer to the 8. Oh, cars around it together here in turn 1. See the 15 of Jubal Dudley. Looks like the 99 of Darrell Dawson was involved, and then the black one I can't tell with his back into us. Lineup's good. Caution lights out. 5, Michael Dabney, your leader, looking for the green flag this time around. Green flag waves. We're back underway. Dabney working the high line out of turn 2, your leader. And the one around the 11R, Trevor Rainey. He's going to keep that car moving. We'll stay green. Briarton looking for the lead out of turn 4. He's underneath the 5 of Dabney as they go into 1. Dabney, caution on the speedway as the 11R, Trevor Rainey comes to a rest on top of turn 2. The 5, Michael Dabney, looking for the green flag. right here. Dabney up against the wall, working his way through 1 and 2. Briarton on that low line, trying to find a way around him. He had to settle back into 24. Bragg. He's up to third. Powers back to fourth in that P74. The 91 Zach Wisdom still trying to find a way up into the top 4, and around he goes. Everyone clears him. He keeps the car moving. Hopefully we'll stay green. 43B of Billy Briarton trying to find a way around the 5 of Dabney. Down the back straight away they go. Dabney with the advantage into 3. Dabney working the high line. Briarton on the low line. Briarton with a good run out of turn 4. He's your new leader. Dabney coming back on the outside. Briarton working that low line. Dabney with a good run on the outside. He's got the lead halfway down the back straightaway. It's Dabney, Briarton, Bragg, and Powers, your top 4. The 5 of Dabney, your leader this time by over the 43B of Billy Briarton. Dabney, Briarton, Bragg, and Powers still your top 4. Dabney high, wide, and handsome, leading them down the front straightaway and into turn 1. Running order unchanged. They work their way down the back straightaway. The P74 Powers all over the back bumper. The 24 Bragg as they go into turn 3. Track turning black in turn 1 as they work their way out of 2 down the back straightaway. Two to go this time. Mize about to lead up for the lead once again. The 43B of Billy Briarton trying to find a way around the 5 of Michael Dabney as they go to turn 2. Dabney with the advantage. Briarton diving it in low once again, trying to find a way around. White flag waves. Briarton with the lead. Bragg trying to find a way around Dabney as Briarton leading them out of turn 2. On the front straightaway and at the flag, your winner, Billy Briarton. Second goes 24, Chris Bragg. Tyler Bragg in the second spot. Third to go to the 5, Michael Dabney. And in the fourth and final transfer spot, P74, Ryan Powers. Again, Billy Briarton, your winner in the 43B.
I tell you what, Dink, that was a heck of a run. We talked about the 13 machine alongside Tom Walp in the 51W and PJ Kingray, shotgun on the field in the 95K. Once again, top 4 transfer directly to the main event this evening. This is going to be position 17, 18, 19, and 20 come A main time. Green flag is out off of 4. We are underway for 12 laps, and look at them wad them up there on the start. Everybody trying to win it, coming into the first set of corners. It looks like your leader going to be the 73 of Peyton Zellegrot on the outside. Going to lead the field down into turn number 3. Here comes Jackpot James Honish, the 777 special out of Belton, Texas. Picks up a 2-for-1 deal off of turn 4. He'll lead lap number 1. Torres in second. Zellegrot is third, and Cody Adams rounds out your 4th and final transfer position. Down the backstretch, once again into turn number 3, working lap number 2 here. In B main number 3 for the IMCA Southern Sport Mods. Honish going to lead one more lap, lap number 2. Torres in second, still Zellegrot in third. Adams in the 4th position. Oh, and Zellegrot going to take the detour through the infield. Cody Leonard getting together with Kirk Martin. Leonard once again has to take the detour, the scenic route through the infield, finds himself way back on the field. We jump back up front right now. It's still Honish in the lead. Torres is second. Zellegrot in third. A good battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. It is going to be Kirk Martin with a wheel ahead of Adams. Kirk Williams, with a wheel ahead of Adams. He'll take over that 4th and final transfer spot now. Kirk Williams into spot number 4. Adams back to 5th. Once again, down the back chute into turn number 3. Honish out in front by nearly a straightaway. Has laid the keys on the front desk and checked out on the rest of the field. Torres holding down second. Zellegrot in third. And Williams, your 4th and final transfer position. Cody Leonard right now, the driver out of Sinton, Texas, working the bottom of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2, trying to get around some cars and make his way towards the front of the pack. We cross halfway. 6 down, 6 to go. 2 cars together over in turn number 3. Oh, make it 3 cars getting together. Caution flag going to come out onto the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. The 13 of Adam Hawley got sideways in turn number 3. Cody Leonard with nowhere to go. And I cannot make out the number on the other car there facing us in turn number 3. That is Billy Burt, we do believe. I think you're right, Mr. Dink. I don't see Billy rolling around. So, yeah, that's going to be Billy Burt in the 9B. See Billy getting it rolling again over there. Tough break for the driver out of 6. We are going back green, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to let that one go. Honish rolls them through turn number 4. And they are wheel to wheel for the second spot. It looks like Zeligot going to get it away from the 06 of Torres. So the 73 of Peyton Zeligot going to be in second spot right now. Torres top shelf off of turn number 4. He's going to lose third spot. It looks like Williams underneath him now. They are door to door down the front stretch into turn number 1. Torres back around the outside looking for a way around the 73 machine to take over that second spot. Torres once again top shelf in turns 3 and 4. Your leader, Jackpot James Honish. Luck is a lady tonight. He is way out in front in the 777 Special. Out of Belton, Texas, a straightaway advantage over the rest of the field. Torres with a wheel ahead of second spot. Going to be top shelf coming into turn number 3 once again. Torres looks like he's going to take over the runner-up position off the top side of turn number 4. Zeligot maybe burning the tires off a little bit. The car a tad bit loose coming off the 4th corner. Williams right there underneath. They are door-to-door through turns 1 and 2. Williams, your 4th and final transfer spot. Jackpot James Honish coming to 2 to go off of 4. Over a straightaway advantage. The 777 Special pretty much on cruise control right now. Off of turn number 2, once again down the back stretch into turn 3. The battle of the one for that 4th and final transfer spot, that bump spot right now. Williams going to get around Zeligot for the 3rd spot. The white flag is out. And the 753 of Jack Fannin takes over that 4th transfer spot. Fannin now into this show. Jack Franklin in the 4th and final transfer position. The checkered flag, the Lone Star, going to wave for Jackpot James Honish in the 777 Special. He'll take the win. Torres in 2nd. Williams will be 3rd. And Jack Franklin, going to round out the top 4 transfer spots. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The 20-car field is set for the IMCA Southern Sport Mod portion of the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial.
Caution lights out. Factory stock B main number 1 is underway. Out front, your leader, the 21R, Matt Russ, followed by the 18X, Jeff Hauser. Hauser takes the lead. Here comes the 04X of Jason Cook. 504X of Jason Cook. Going to take over the 2nd spot. It's Hauser, Cook, Russ, Million. And the 010 is Pritchett. And the 222, Jamie Herring. Right now, the 010 of Bryce Pritchett is in the last transfer spot. Pritchett in the back of the 07 of Million. Out front still your leader, the 18X of Jeff Hauser, getting pressured by the 504X of Jason Cook. In 3rd, the 21R of Matt Russ. Halfway this time by. Herring got the door slammed on him down the back straightaway. Manning up to the last transfer spot. 96M, Devin Manning in the last transfer spot. Our leaders on the back of lap traffic. They clear him. Rusk is trying to holding up the 010 of Bryce Pritchett as going to 1 and 2. Herring gets underneath the lap traffic. 2 laps to go this time by. 2 to go. Pritchett underneath the 21R of Rusk to take over the 3rd spot. Here comes the 222 of Jamie Herring down the back straightaway. Up against the wall, trying to take over the 4th spot. One more time around for the 18X of Jeff Hauser. Into 4. Out of 4, taking the win, the 18X of Jeff Hauser. Second, 504X, Jason Cook. Third, 010, Bryce Pritchett. Fourth, 222, Jamie Herring. Fifth, 21R, Matt Rusk. And rounding out the field, last transfer spot, the 96M, Devin Manning.
Junior McCall in that 83F just bought the car this week. Wasn't going to race, changed his mind. We're glad he's here tonight. Green flag waves, run away. Oh, Sprouse up into the tractor tire. Around goes the 5H Hanson. We're going to have a caution. 28 Dustin Sprouse parked it on top of the tractor tire here in turn 1. In the 83F, Junior McCall going to bring him to the green. Twelve laps of scheduled distance on this one. Green flag waves. '62 Dustin Choke going to lead him out of turn 2 on the move. 8H Timothy Holder. Third to be the 83F Junior McCall. 28 Dustin Sprouse. 84 Kenny McGar. One lap in the books. 62 Dustin Choke leading them out of turn 2 once again over the 8H of Tim Holder. Then it's 83F Junior McCall. 84 Kenny McGar. The 40 Michael Bowles and 28 Dustin Sprouse running out the top 6. 5H Lance Anderson Jr. trying to work his way up into the top 6 as well. He's underneath the 40 of Bowles. They come out of turn 2. And the 62C Michael Cantrell around out of turn 4 here onto the front straightaway. Cantrell keeps that car moving, will stay green. 62 Dustin Choke, your leader down the back straightaway into turn 3 over the 8H of Timothy Holder. Then it's 83F Junior McCall, 84 Kenny McGar, 28 Dustin Sprouse, and 5H Lance Hanson Jr. '31 of Michael Barton trying to find his way up into the top 6 as they go down the back straightaway. He's in that 7th spot. Out front still the 62 Dustin Choke, your leader on the front straightaway. Choke continues to lead out of turn 2 and out of back straightaway. Oh, McCall around in the middle of turns 1 and 2, catches a tractor tire. Caution on the Speedway for the 83F of Junior McCall. McCall with a good run, just got a little loose there, looped it. Lineup's good. Cost lights going out. Green flag waves next time around. 62 Dustin Choate, your leader. Green flag waves. We're back underway. 28 Dustin Sprouse with a good run off the turn 4 down the front straightaway. He's up to second as they go into turn 2. Out front 62 Dustin Choate. Then it's 8H Timothy Holder. 5H Lance Hanson Jr. 31 Michael Martin around the 84 Kenny McGar. Halfway through this time by 40 Michael Bowles sideways down the front straightaway. Gathers back up. Out front, 62, Dustin Choate, your leader over the 28 of Dustin Sprouse. 5H Lance Hanson Jr. third, 4th, 31 Michael Martin. 5th, 8H Timothy Holder. And in the 6th and final transfer spot at the moment, 84 Kenny McGar. Choate, your leader through turns 3 into 4. Working his way off onto the front straightaway over the 28 of Dustin Sprouse. It's 5H Lance Hanson Jr., 31 Michael Martin, 8H Timothy Holder, and 84 Kenny McGar rounding out the top 6. 41 Danny Merrill off the pace and onto the infield out of the front, off the front straightaway. 28 Dustin Sprouse trying to reel into 62 of Dustin Choate. They go down the front straightaway and into turn 1. Sprouse trying to get a good run off the turn 2. He's got a good run. He's underneath him down the back straightaway. Dustin Sprouse, your new leader in the 28. Two to go this time by. Sprouse, Choate, Hanson, Martin, Holder, and McGar. White flag waves. Cruising through 3 and 4 onto the front straightaway and at the flag, your winner, Dustin Sprouse. So goes the 62, Dustin Choate, 3rd, 5H, Lance Hanson Jr., 4th, 31, Michael Martin, 5th, 8H, Timothy Holder, and rounding out your 6th and final transfer spot, 84, Kenny McGar. Again, Dustin Sprouse, your winner in the 28.
Memorial once again at Kennedale Speedway Park. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us here this evening. I hope you're enjoying the night's racing so far. We got 2 B mains here for the modifieds and then 4 main events coming at you. We're going to be going green this time off of turn number 4. Modified B main number 1 is live. And a good start off the outside of the front row for Chris Bragg. He'll lead the field into turn number 1. McSpadden in second spot. Looks like a little bit of a character spot starting to develop over there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. McSpadden going to win the drag race down the back chute into 3. He'll slide up the racetrack and try to take the top spot away from Bragg. Look at the run off the outside for Chris Bragg. He leads lap number 1. McSpadden in second spot. Slavek in third. Real slick right through the middle of the corners. Anders there in the 4th spot in the 5 car. Ronnie Bell Jr. in the 5th spot. And the 03 of Mike Hathcock rounds out the top 6 transfer positions at this point. David Good Sr. going around in turn number 3. Everybody doing a good job to avoid contact. We stay clean and green. McSpadden still your leader down the backstretch off of turn number 4 this time. Leads the field back down the front stretch into turn number 1. McSpadden in first, Bragg in second. Slavek is third right now. He's got his hands full with Anders in 4th, and here comes Ronnie Bell in the 5th spot. The 95 machine, sponsored by Jeff Hunter Toyota, looking to the inside, trying to get a 2-for-1 deal. He'll make it happen off of 4. Ronnie Bell picks up 2 spots in the 95. And how about this? Ryan Williams in the 87 machine started dead last on this B main and is up to 4th right now, off of turn number 2. Oh, there's big contact between Patterson and Slovek there. Oh, no. And Mark Patterson going to get a big shot there from the 6B of Billy Lindsay. Five laps down, folks. 7 laps to go. Not going to get a start that time around. We don't like that one. Looks like we're going to let him roll. Chris Bragg going to lead lap number 5. Ronnie Bell Jr. and Raymond McSpadden got a good battle going on for second spot. Bell going to take it off the top side of turn number 2. I tell you what, the Jeff Hunter Toyota 95 machine on a roll here around the top shelf at Kennedale Speedway Park. We come to 6 down and 6 to go as the battle for second still hot and heavy. Off the 4th corner, down the front boulevard, back into turn number 1. McSpadden with a good run on the bottom, but here comes Bell back around the outside. Ronnie Bell Jr. on a roll in the 95 machine, goes down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Play a little defense here. Chris Bragg still out front. 7 down and 5 to go. Bragg still out front, slides up a little bit, the car a little bit loose off the exit of turn number 2. Look at the run for the 95 machine down the backstretch. Into turn number 3, Ronnie Bell up top once again in 3 and 4. Let's see if we get a good head of steam down the front boulevard as well. I'd say we did. We go right up around the outside of turns 1 and 2. Ronnie Bell, like sprint car cushion, right around the top shelf of this racetrack. Once again in turn 3. Should be 8 and 4 complete. Or 8 down, 4 to go right here. Still Bragg out in front. Second spot, here comes Ronnie Bell once again. A good run off the top side of the racetrack. They're door to door and wheel to wheel coming into turn number 3. Looks like I was a little late on my lap count. 10 down, 2 to go. 2 more laps for Chris Bragg. Can Bragg hang on to the top spot? Ronnie Bell once again, another great run off the top side of turn number 2. They are wheel to wheel coming into turn number 3. Bragg right around the tires on the bottom side of the racetrack. The white flag comes out. 1 more lap to go. Chris Bragg with a great run off the bottom of turn number 4. Is it going to be enough? Ronnie Bell up again alongside the wall off of turn number 2. Bragg's got to know he's there. Same story. Bragg on the bottom. Bell up top. Coming to the Lone Star this time. Chris Bragg going to get the win. Ronnie Bell Jr. in second spot. Third spot going to be Raymond McSpadden. Fourth spot, the 87 of Ryan Williams. Then it's the 03 of Mike Hathcock. And the 7G of David Gooch Sr. going to squeak his way into the main event for the Modifieds. Ladies and gentlemen, that is B-Main number 1 for the IMCA Modifieds number 2. Going to be coming up here in just a moment. It'll be our final preliminary event of the night. And
Charlie Timmy setting the pace on this one. 37H Garrett Higgins to his outside. Here we go. Side by side into 1 to go. The 37 of Higgins working that high side. Timmy on the inside there, side by side down the back straightaway into turn 3. 54 Cody Shoemaker that 3rd spot. 7-11 Larry Adams 4th. 5th 77 Richard Brown. With 1 lap in the books, 37H Garrett Higgins, your leader out of turn 2 over the 97J of Charlie Timmy. 54 Cody Shoemaker, 7-11. Oh, we got one around the 8-11. Brent Gilliam, he's keeping that car moving, will stay green. 37H Garrett Higgins, your leader halfway down the back straightaway over the 97J of Charlie Timmy. He's got a bumper full of the 54 Cody Shoemaker. Then it's 7-11 Larry Adams, 77 Richard Brown, and 56 Jason Gomez rounding out stop 6. '54 Cody Shoemaker up to second out of turn 2. The 97 J Charlie Timmy back to third. Your leader 37H Garrett Higgins onto the front straightaway. Higgins working his way out of 2 and down the back straightaway over the 54 of Cody Shoemaker. Then it's 97 J Charlie Timmy, 7-11 Larry Adams, 77 Richard Brown, and 56 Jason Gomez rounding out stop 6. The 76 Archie Witt trying to reel into 56 of Gomez as they go into turn 1. He's looking to get up into the top 6, make that transfer spot. Halfway through this time by being shown to their 37H Garrett Higgins. Higgins with a straightaway lead over the 54 of Cody Shoemaker. Then it's 97 J Charlie Timmy, 7-11 Larry Adams, 77 Richard Brown, 56 Jason Gomez. Gomez trying to find a way around Brown, slides high, allows Witt to close back in on him. Higgins, your leader on the front straightaway and at the flag stand over the 54 of Cody Shoemaker, working his way out of turn 4. Then it's 97 J Charlie Timmy, 7-11 Larry Adams, 77 Richard Brown, 56 Jason Gomez, 76 Archie Witt, 21 Joe Gomez, and 23 Mike Powers rounding out the field. Higgins, your leader, into turn 3. 2 to go this time by. White flag waves one more time around for the 37H of Garrett Higgins. Higgins, your leader, halfway down the back straightaway. Second place, 54 Shoemaker into turn 1. Cruising out of 4 and at the flag, your winner, Garrett Higgins in the 37H. Second to go to the 54, Cody Shoemaker. Third, 97 J Charlie Timmy. Fourth, 7-11 Larry Adams. Fifth, 77 Richard Brown. And in your sixth and final transfer spot, the 76 of Archie Witt. Again, Garrett Higgins taking the win in the 37H. Second go to that 54, Cody Shoemaker. Third, 97 J Charlie Timmy. Fourth, 7-11 Larry Adams. Fifth, 77 Richard Brown. And in the final transfer spot, 76 Archie Witt.
I'm going to go green next time by. Track is racy, going to be good, a good A main. Front row, the 70th GW Egbert. And the 313 Austin Smith going to lead them to the green flag. Caution lights out. We're underway. Austin Smith with an early lead going into turn number 3. Here comes the 99 Triple X. Stephen Orbaugh up to second. He's going to try to look underneath the leader. Contact with the 70 of Egbert. But here comes the 116 of Damon Hammond. Hammond up to second. Three, four, 5 wide in the middle of the field. Oh, there's make contact. They keep it going. One car stalled in turn 4. Looks like the 5-star Brandon Taylor setting at turn 4, bringing out the caution. A lot of beating and banging.
Ladies and gentlemen, parking it in Victory Lane, picking up the first feature of the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial. Give it up for the 313 of Mr. Austin Smith. Going to take off the various racer accoutrements. We're going to throw off the belts. The helmets come off. He's climbing out of the race car, ladies and gentlemen. Led all 20 laps. Give it up for the 313 of Austin Smith. Austin, first of all, brother, congratulations. You got a big check with your name on it. Dude, one of the largest fields of ice stocks I've seen in quite some time. You were the class of this act, my friend. You led every single lap out here on this racetrack. This 313 machine was on a rail. How's it feel?
Pretty good, sir. I think it's my 4th or 5th time in the car, and all I need to thank is the Egberts and Calvin Harper and Jose and all them for grinding tires and helping me get here.
Austin, a heck of a job once again, brother. Who helps out on the race car?
Everybody. I borrow parts from everybody. If Charles Cosper was here, I'd borrow some parts from him.
Well, it sounds like maybe a collaborative effort here. The 313 machine, once again, brother, on the rail. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
Y'all give it up one more time. Taking the feature win in the ice stock portion of the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial. Mr. Austin Smith led every single lap, all 20 of them going to the 313 machine. And I tell you what, like I said, 36 of the best IMCA stock cars in the state of Texas making their way out here tonight for the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial. And Austin classing them all in the main event. A great run for the 313 machine. Should be Sportmods making their way onto the racetrack. Dink, Big A, it's all you guys.
All right, Nick, thank you very much. Mize on the front straight away to thank the drivers for coming out and supporting their cause, along with Kevin Sester. Again, Rodney and Tristan out thanking the drivers for their support and the memory of their dad. Kevin Fry showing the field one time this time. '58 Sid Kiffin setting the pace for the 8J. John White Jr. to his outside. Again, 20 laps of scheduled distance on this one. Kevin Fry looking the field over. Green flag waves, run away. Side by side they go into one. It's White on the high line, Kevin on the low line. Side by side out two. White with the advantage halfway down the back straightaway. John White Jr. working that high line. Kiffin on the low line. Kiffin's going to lead lap one. Sid Kiffin, your leader halfway down the back straightaway. 68, Brandon Watson up second, going 3 wide, going into 3 for that second spot. 26, Dean Abbey looking for the lead as he goes into turn 1. He's got it out of turn 2. Kiffin back to the second spot. He's coming back on the outside. It'll be the 68 of Brandon Watson, 8J John White Jr. and 81 Kevin Manning running out to stop 5. Abbey leading them down to turn 2 and down the back straightaway. AJ John White Jr. up in the second spot as they go into turn 3. Oh, Kiffin contact with 68 of Watson. He gathers it back up. He's in third. Watson checked up, let him gather it back up. 81 Kevin Manning holding on to the 5th spot, but on the move is the 66 of Robert Scribner. Abbey leading them out of turn 4 down the front straightaway once again. And it's White in the 8J, 58 Sid Kiffin, 68 Brandon Watson, and 81 Kevin Manning rounding out the top 5. Abbey starting to put a little distance on second place with 8J John White Jr. as he works his way out of turn 4 and onto the front straightaway once again. It's Abbey, White, Kiffin, Watson, and Manning, your top 5. It'll be the D7 David Ball, 66 Robert Scribner, the 50 Brandon White, 777 James Hanoush, 743B Billy Bryerton, 717 GW Egbert, 43 Blaine Shives, 24 Tyler Bragg, 11 W Kirk Williams, 06 Stephen Torres, 74 Ryan Powers rounding out the field. Dean Abbey, your leader out of turn 4 and on to the front straightaway once again over the 8J of John White Jr. 58 Sid Kiffin holding on to third, 468 Brandon Watson 5th, 81 Kevin Manning. Halfway through this time by being shown leader 26 Dean Abbey. John White Jr. holding on to second, the 8J, 58 Sid Kiffin third, 4th, 68 Brandon Watson and 5th, 81 Kevin Manning. On the outside looking in the top 5, the D7 of David Balf. 66 Robert Scribner, 17 Jeff Shepard, 777 James Hanoush, and 43 Blaine Shives rounding out the top 10. of Dean Abbey starting to work lap traffic as they go into turn 1. 58 Kevin around the 8J of John White Jr. for that second spot that time by. 68 Brandon Watson, 4th, 5th, 81 Kevin Manning. Manning with a good run out of turn 2. Watson shuts the door on him halfway down the back straightaway. Quite a battle going over second between the 58 of Sid Kiffin and the 8J John White Jr. And then a battle heating up for third, or excuse me, for 4th with the 68 of Brandon Watson and the 81 of Kevin Manning. Dean Abbey, 26, working lap traffic down the front straightaway. The 26 of Abbey with a straightaway lead over the 58 of Sid Kiffin. It is 8J John White Jr., 68 Brandon Watson, 81 Kevin Manning, D7 David Boff, 66 Robert Scribner, 17 Jeff Shepard, 777 James Hanoush, and 43 Blaine Shives. There's 5 to go in this one, race fans, 5 to go. Abbey, your leader, into turn 1. Second place, Kiffin out of turn 4. And it's 8J John White Jr., 68 Brandon Watson, and 81 Kevin Manning. Abbey working his way into turn 1. Heavy lap traffic in front of him, but the laps are winding down. Two to go this time by being shown to your leader 26 Dean Abbey. Dean Abbey, your leader, working his way through 3 and 4 onto the front straightaway. White flag waves. Cruising out of 4 and at the flag. Your winner, Dean Abbey. Second go to the 58, Sid Kiffin. Third, 8J, John White Jr. Fourth, 68, Brandon Watson. Fifth, 81, Kevin Manning. And then it's D7, David Ball. 17, Jeff Shepard. 43, Blaine Shives. And 777, James Nish. Rounding out your top 10. Again, Dean Abbey, your winner in the 26. And we'll send it down trackside with Nick Robbins.
Ladies and gentlemen, a heck of a run in the IMCA Southern Sport Mod portion of the 4th Annual Bryan Mize Memorial. Taking the lead on lap number 2 and leading them all the way to the checker. Give it up for Mr. Dean Abbey! Oh, man. Holy crap, Bubba. Shake my hand. Heck of a job, my friend. Dean, this thing pretty much went where you wanted it. And I know these sport mods can be a bit of a handful, dude. You had it dialed in tonight.
Boy, this thing's a rocket ship. I can't thank Gregory Muirhead enough for letting me race this car. I mean, Jason Ingalls builds an awesome car. This thing was just good. I could drive it wherever I wanted, and it was just awesome.
You got around those first few cars. You had some heavy hitters on the front row. Sid on the inside, right up there towards the front. You can't ever count that old dog out. And you just got around them there on the second lap, and it was all yours after that, man.
Oh, yeah. I knew Sid and John would be hard to get by, and John was struggling a little on the top. Sid couldn't quite hold the bottom. I monster trucked the tractor tire down there trying to get by him, but I ended up working, so can't be happier about that.
Well, Dean, who's got this car a rocket ship for you tonight?
Man, I got to thank Gregory Muirhead enough. This is his car, and without him letting me race it, we wouldn't be sitting here. CRS suspensions, 517 designs, speed specialties for this awesome bullet, 517. Everybody's a part of this team, but my wife and the Muirhead trucking, without them, we couldn't be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Y'all give it up for Dean Abbey. Greg, it's you got a lot to live up to, brother. Be your winner. Real quick, brother, a dub's a dub. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody that's supported us all year. Performance Transmissions, Art Contracting, Hardwood Floors, B&B Automotive, and Wild Child Race Cars for building one badass ride.
Congratulations, brother. Good job.
All right, Nick, I apologize for that. Didn't realize what was going on down there. But it looks like we did have a DQ in the I-Stock division. Again, the 504X, Jason Cook. 62, Dustin Choate. 010, Bryce Pritchett. 5H, Lance Hanson Jr. 222, Jamie Herring. 31, Mike. Yeah, Dean Abbey still working to get over into the factory stock, pulling triple duty tonight, running the 71K I stock, the 26 Sport Mod, and the 77 factory stock tonight. I guess if he had a modified, he could have went for the full boat. Kevin showing the field one more time this time. $20 laps of scheduled distance on this factory stock A main. In the R12, Ryan Power setting the pace for the 151 Tommy Williams to his outside. Green flag waves, run away. Side by side into one to go. R12 Ryan Powers, 151 Tommy Williams, side by side down the back straightaway in turn 3. Then it's 04 Cameron Cook, 77 Dean Abbey, 27 Blake Clark, 11 W Calvin Williams. With one lap in the books, R12 Ryan Powers, your leader down the back straightaway with the 151 to Tommy Williams, then 77 Dean Abbey, 04 Cameron Cook, and 27 Blake Clark, your top 5. Powers, Abbey up to second, Williams back to third. Cars working the low line, cars working the high line, whatever they like best. They're searching for a way around. Oh, Abbey into the wall in turn 1, keeps it going. Oh, 04 Cameron Cook trying to find a way around the 151 Tommy Williams. They work their way through 3 and 4. Out front is still the R12 Ryan Powers, your leader. W Calvin Williams up into the top 5 down the back straightaway. He's round 27 of Blake Clark. Clark back up in that spot as Williams went high. It's Powers, Abbey, Cook, Williams, and Williams, your top 5 at the moment. Ryan Powers continues lead. 04 Cameron Cook trying to find a way around to 77 of Dean Abbey. Then it's 151 Tommy Williams, 11 W Calvin Williams. It's 27 Blake Clark, 14 Walter Hamilton, 504X Jason Cook, 18X Jeff Hauser, 28 Dustin Sprouse, 010 Bryce Pritchett, 31 Michael Martin, 5H Lance Hanson Jr., 222 Jamie Herring, 62 Dustin Choate, 8H Timothy Holder, 84 Kenny McGar, 21R Matt Russ, 96M Devin Manning, at 26 Leroy Bernard, all in tow. Powers leading them out of 2 and down the back straightaway once again over the 04 of Cook, 151 Williams third. Then it's 77 Dean Abbey fourth, 5th 11 W Calvin Williams. Abbey with a big push. He got into the wall. Looks like he probably did some front end damage. He's off the pace. Halfway through this time by being shown to leader R12 Ryan Powers. Powers with a bumper full of 04 Cameron Cooks. They come out of turn 2 and out of back straight where they go. Then it's 151 Tommy Williams, 11 W Calvin Williams, at 14 Walter Hamilton up in the 5th spot. Powers continues to lead into turn 3 over the 04 Cameron Cook. The 151 Tommy Williams going to that high line trying to find a way around. 11W Calvin Williams in the 4th spot. 5th, 14 Walter Hamilton. The 04 Cameron Cook, that big body all over the back bumper of R12 Ryan Powers. He's got a good run down the back straight away. He's underneath him as they go into turn 3. Powers shuts the door. .151 Tommy Williams around the 04 Cameron Cook down the front straight away. That time for that second spot. He's guided out to turn 2 once again. It's 11W Calvin Williams, 14 Hamilton rounding out to top 5. Ryan Powers continues to lead out of turn 2. Then it's a battle between the 151 Tommy Williams, 04 Cameron Cook, 11W Calvin Williams, and 14 Walter Hamilton. 5 to go, race fans. We got 5 to go. Powers holding on the lead down the back straight away. Tommy Williams going to drive it off in deep in turn 3, trying to find a way around the R12 Powers. He slides high. Oh, 04 Cameron Cook all over the back bumper from R12 Ryan Powers. All the 151 Tommy Williams still is outside trying to find a way back around. Williams drove it in deep. Powers pulls away out of turn 2 once again. Williams with a good run. He's going to try to get a good run on him on the outside turn 3. Side by side they go. 2 to go this time by. .151 Tommy Williams off the pace. Maybe caught that rut. Maybe has a right rear flat. Not sure. Calvin Williams all over the back bumper. White flag waves. Yeah, Williams with a right rear flat to 151. Cook all over the back bumper of Powers once again. At the flag, your winner, Ryan Powers. So goes the 04 Cameron Cook. 3rd, 11W Calvin Williams. 4th, 14 Walter Hamilton. 5th, 27 Blake Clark. Again, the results are unofficial.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed right there is what this is all about. That was a heck of a factory stock race. If that don't light your fire, your kindling's wet, folks. That was a heck of a show right there. Tommy Williams had a heck of a race, tagging the outside wall down the front stretch. Did it in for him. Ryan Powers led just about every single lap of that feature and had a heck of a charge from young Cameron Cook there in 2nd spot. Ryan crossing the scales right now. Looks like we clear the scales, so Flying Ryan Powers going to be the winner of the factory stock portion of the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial.
All right, next waiting on Ryan to come around. 50-50 ticket number 061-7240. 061-7240. You got it. Bring it on up. Again, 061-7240, good for $325.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's climbing out of the car. Get up for Flying Ryan Powers.
Don't drop your tickets. Hold on to them, because if we don't get a winner, we will call a second number. 061-7240.
Oh, man. Handshakes and hugs are the order of the evening down here in Victory Lane. Ryan, dude, congrats, brother. Heck of a race.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
We knew we had to stay committed to the bottom, and luckily we started up front. So thank you.
You had a heck of a race going on there behind you. Cameron Cook was right there on the bumper pretty much the whole time. Tommy Williams had a peek to the outside, unfortunately tagged the wall with the right rear on the front stretch with like 2 to go, and that was rough for him. But, dude, you had this thing just like you said, committed, glued to the bottom, and it was a rocket ship around the racetrack. Who helps out?
Thank you. Yeah, I got to thank Powers Race Car Fabrication, Powers Race Engines with my dad, LB's Electric, Hopwood Electric, my wife, Shelby Powers, True Form Race Products, Claris Racing Shocks. There's probably a few more I've missed, but thank you everyone that helps out.
Absolutely. Y'all give it up one more time. Factory Stock feature winner, Flying Ryan Powers. One more race coming up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It will be your IMCA modified main event. The ground pounding, fire breathing, alcohol burning IMCA modifieds. Big A, Dink, it's all you guys.
Once again, 50-50 ticket number 061-7240. 061-7240. Race fans, if you got that 50-50 ticket, you need to bring it up to the booth. Claim your money, please. 061-7240. 061-7240. You don't claim it before the checker flag, we will draw a second number.
Flagman giving the 1 to go signal. We'll be going green next time around. Our cheerleader Toot Toot getting these guys pumped up, ready to go. Caution lights out. We're underway. Out front, your leader, the 61, Bubba Abels. Second is going to be the 60 of William Gould. Third, the 11, Matt Martin. 412, Cody Leonard. Gould trying to look low underneath the 61, but the 61 of Abels is going to hold him off. Gould looking low again, going to turn 4. Oh, we got one riding the wall. The 37J, Garrett Higgins, bringing out the caution. Higgins was a rim rider. He's going to move it under his own power. The lineup's good. Caution lights out. Going to go green this time by. That's 60 of William Gould. We're back underway. John Gober in the 52 up to third. He's going to try to take over second. He's going to fall back behind the 61. Matt Gilliam up to seventh. He's trying to work that middle groove. But out front still your leader, the 60 of William Gould from Calera, Oklahoma. Darrell Campbell taking his car to the infield. Gilliam up to fifth. Gober closing the distance between him and the leader. He's getting that outside line to work, closing the gap. He's right there on the back door, out of two. He's working that high side. Gould on the low line. Halfway, this time by. Oh, cars around in turn 4. The 87 of Ryan Williams and the 48R of Raymond McSpadden. Bringing out the caution just as soon as it was starting to get exciting up front between the 60 of William Gould and the 52 of John Gober. Then the 50 Matt Gilliam and the 715 of J.P. Dow. That's your top 5. As the caution lights out, we're going to go green this time by. We're back underway. Halfway this time by. Gober up to second. He's still working that high side. Gould back down to the low line. Gilliam up to third. He's working that low side. Leonard in the 12. He's trying to work that bottom line to see if he can get around the 715 of J.P. Dow in 1 and 2. 3 wide out of 2. Here comes the 52 of Gober on the outside. Gould moves back up high. Gober going to try to look underneath him. He's right there at the corner panel. Gould drag races him down the front straightaway. A little bobble by Gould leaves the door open for the 52 of John Gober. Gober, your new leader as they go into turn number 3. Both 5 to go this time by. Gober hits the high side. Gould on the bottom. Let's see if the 60 of William Gould can get back around the 52. And can the 50 of Matt Gilliam come up and put a race on with them to... Gould's working hard to get back out front, but the 52 of John Gober's holding him off. As we're coming to 2 laps to go this time by. It's the 52 of John Gober, the 60 of William Gould, 50 Matt Gilliam, 4th, the 11 Matt Martin, and 5th, the 12 of Cody Leonard. That's your top 5. One more time around for the 52 of John Gober. Gould with the slide job. Underneath goes the 52 of Gober. hard fighting racing out there, folks. Taking the win, the 52 of John Gover. Second, the 60 of William Gould. Third, 50, Matt Gilliam. Fourth, 11, Matt Martin. Fifth, the 12 of Cody Leonard. All right, hold on, folks. We're going to draw another 50-50 ticket.
All right, new 50-50 number 061-7246. 061-7246. You got it. Come on up. Oh 61-7246. Hey, hold on to your tickets, race fans, because we're going to call numbers till we get a winner. Oh 61-7246. You got it. Wave your hand. Let us know, please. Otherwise, we're going to draw another number. I'm looking now to see if anybody's waving their hand with ticket number 061-7246. If you don't have it, we're going to draw another one. Oh 61-7246 going once. Oh 61-7246 going twice. 061-7246, trash. We're going to draw another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, climbing out of the race car, fighting off a last lap slide job from William Gould. Give it up for John Gover.
All right, new ticket number 932-813. 932-813, you got it. Come on up.
John. First of all, shake my hand, brother. Wow. You were committed to the top. You followed that 60 car for about 18 laps. You knew you had to go when you had to go then, brother. A heck of a race.
Thank you. It was hard to be patient, but I knew he'd give me room if I was far enough in there. So I just committed, and I knew if he had the chance, he'd throw a slide job on me. So I just did the crossover and protected on the other end. So thank everybody here for coming, and all my family and friends for coming and helping.
John, once again, brother, congratulations. Thank your sponsors on the race car, brother.
Yes, J. Bird Construction and Cam Chassis.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for John Gober grabbing the win in the IMCA modified portion of the 4th annual Bryan Mize Memorial. I want to thank a lot of people first and foremost. I want to thank Big A and Dink for being such gracious hosts up there in the press box. The rest of the fans here at KSP. This is my first visit. I will be back. This was a heck of a racetrack. I had a blast, an absolute wonderful time. If you're watching at home at raceontexas.com, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to the broadcast. All of you in the stands, give yourselves a round of applause. It's a blustery night. KSP, you're the best race fans in Texas. This was awesome.
All right, Wade Mitchell, winner of $325 in tonight's 50-50 drawing here at Kennedale Speedway Park.